There's £50 up for grabs on the starting 11 app this weekend. Simply enter the FPLtips mini league and create your best 11 from Sunday's matches. It's free to enter and the league is public and open to all via the Browse Games menu. Or alternatively, you can enter using the code on screen now. Gameweek 13 saw Pope earn back-to-back clean sheets for the first time this season, while Söyüncü helped Leicester to their 4th shutout in a row. Maddison thought he'd scored from a penalty rebound, but VAR intervened to force a retake due to encroachment in the area. It was De Bruyne and Mané who got the goals in midfield, with Mason Mount only making an appearance from the bench. Captain Jamie Vardy had a little bit of good fortune with the penalty retake after his first attempt had been saved, but no player fired more than his 6 shots inside the box during the game week. And patience paid off with Firmino, whose late goal earned Liverpool the win over Crystal Palace. The Green Arrows keep coming with a score of 75 points, earning a rise from 72,000 up to 39,000. There were 2 free transfers available and a move has already been made in order to beat the price changes. Mason Mount has left the team in a straight swap for teammate Christian Pulisic, who kept his place to earn a 4th consecutive Premier League start against Man City. It wouldn't have been possible to make the move after the 0.2 swing in price changes, and with another free transfer available and a fairly strong bench to cover, it seemed like a risk worth taking. It's more of a luxury transfer than anything else, and I still believe that Mount has a lot to offer as an FPL asset, but there's no denying that Pulisic has been in the more explosive form of late. If he can keep his place in the team, Chelsea's run-in should afford him the chance to continue that form. There's unlikely to be any further changes this week, and here's how the team is set to line up for Gameweek 14. Pope has made a return to FPL form, making an average of 3.5 saves per game in the last 4 game weeks. No side have kept as many as Burnley's 4 clean sheets during home matches this season, while Crystal Palace have scored just 3 times in the last 5 game weeks. Tomori is pushing for a start ahead of West Ham's visit to Stamford Bridge, but it's hard to make any changes to the current back 3. Alexander-Arnold has just 1 assist in the last 7 game weeks, but no player has produced more than his 23 attempted assists during that period. Söyüncü has to keep his place, with an out-of-form Everton side next to travel to the King Power Stadium. The Foxes have kept a clean sheet in each of the last 4 game weeks, conceding league-low totals of just 2 big chances and 7 shots on target in that time. Out-of-position hero John Lundstrom has fired 11 shots inside the box over the last 4 game weeks, ranking comfortably top amongst defenders and behind only Pulisic amongst midfielders. Sheffield United have conceded only 5 goals on the road this season, ranking joint top with Leicester and Liverpool. Maddison ranks top amongst midfielders for attempted assists in the last 4 game weeks. He's up against an Everton side that has shipped 20 goals from Game Week 3 onwards, with only Watford, Norwich and Southampton conceding more in that time. Whilst he's not quite hitting the heights of his early season form, De Bruyne has ticked over with 4.3 points per game in the last 4 game weeks, providing 1 goal and 1 assist. But Newcastle could prove to be a stubborn opponent at St James's Park, where they've allowed just 4 goals in 6 games. Only Leicester have fared better during home matches. Mané has scored in each of the last 3 game weeks, returning in 5 of the last 6. Only Vardy has earned more than his 47 FPL points in the last 6 game weeks. 6 teams have shipped more goals than Brighton over the last 4 away matches, but no side have afforded more than the Seagulls' 17 big chances conceded. The informed Pulisic completes the midfield, averaging 9.8 points per game in the last 4 game weeks, thanks to his 5 goals scored. Only Vardy has fired more than his 10 shots on target during that period. West Ham have conceded 10 goals in the last 4 game weeks, with only Southampton faring worse. Vardy is the most informed player in the league, averaging 12.5 points per game in the last 4 game weeks, with 6 goals and 3 assists in that time. He also ranks first with tallies of 12 shots on target and 8 big chances, while only Jimenez has fired more shots inside the box. Abraham has ticked over with 2 goals and 2 assists in the last 4 game weeks, though his underlying numbers have regressed. He's been afforded 4 big chances during that period, compared to 7 in the previous 4 game weeks. But with home fixtures against West Ham, Aston Villa and Bournemouth coming up, patience with the Chelsea forward could pay off. Firmino finally put an end to his goal drought last weekend, and that will hopefully give him the confidence to take forward into the next 4 fixtures. He ranks joint 5th with a total of 12 shots inside the box during the last 4 game weeks, only behind Rashford, Lacazette, Vardy and Jimenez. Brighton have shipped 8 goals without reply in 3 matches against current top 4 sides this season, conceding an average of 5.3 big chances per game. The captaincy looks almost 50-50 this game week, between 2 informed players in Sadio Mané and Jamie Vardy. As we've discussed, the underlying numbers are strong for each of them, and both Liverpool and Leicester are in form and facing teams that currently reside in the bottom half of the table. With that being said, it could be a week to go with your heart over your head, and for that reason, it's hard to take the armband away from Jamie Vardy.